Ladies and gentlemen, konnichiwa. Hello, it is the Kamen gentleman, and sorry, I might as well just lean back a little bit so we can actually see the face for today. Mainly because the setup I currently have requires a little bit of lift in order to show today's sort of video. And apologies if I go like this and go back to not showing my face. It's kind of need to sit straight. Today, not the Kamen Rider O's t-shirt. This is obviously a one-piece t-shirt I've had for quite a while. So, you'll see different random nerdy t-shirts probably from me from now on. And because of the different camera angle and leaning back, you can actually see the poster properly this time around. Yes, I got this from the Kamen Rider store, like I said in the previous video, I think, possibly. I don't know, I can't remember. It's been kind of crazy. So, what is today's video about? Well, two things, really. I'm honoured and really happy that people are finding my video and finding my videos and watching it. Like, no matter how long you watch it, it's kind of cool. Thank you. Two, there is a slight problem coming up with sort of reviewing Saber's merchandise, because I'm more or less up to date with the series, like series releases. There's like one out next week, which is Jaku Dragon's upgrade form, which strangely is the first proper upgrade in terms of base rider. Like Jack Dragon gets an upgrade to a more powerful looking form and a cooler book, and like Saber, Blades, and Espada have only got attachments to their suit, so there's no upgrade to their base form, like Brave Dragon, Lion Senke, and Lampador Alangina. So it's kind of cool that the villain is getting the first power up this season. But that's the problem. The merchandise that's coming out, because I'm in real time, because Japan, it causes me to go, oh, I might not have a video coming out for like a week or two, and I kind of want to just try and keep up with regularly scheduled uploading. By scheduled, I mean at least getting something out a week. So the plan I have is I'm actually going to look at some of the older belts, going back from 01 behind me to Zio, to Build, to what else do I have actually? Exade, and any other belts. I know next year, if all things go to plan, the Gaim CSM release is coming out, and I am getting that. That is a belt that I do own back home in England, but I don't have here, so therefore that will be a thing that I will look at. And obviously keep on top of WonderRide's books. Like, we have Busters here, we have the one I'm looking at today, so I'll keep up to date with that. Any premium Bandai stuff that I do actually get, I'm looking to get a 01 premium Bandai that is released this month. Hopefully I can get it, because I really want that belt. It's a really good one. But anyway, enough rambling. Let's get on to the meat of today's video, which is King of Arthur. I showed this in a previous video. This is the WonderRide's book, obviously. WonderRide book. I've been saying Rise, WonderRide's book, because I'm so used to Progrise, the 01 stuff, which we'll look at in the next video probably. But it's WonderRide book. I apologize if anyone caught that. Also, the last video, so like a few mistakes in words, same with the previous one, kind of crazy. So let's have a proper look at it. It is the King of Arthur WonderRide's book, which gives Saber the ability to control a mech, which is prerequisite for these series. If we open up, I just unclicked it first. If we open up, we can see the nice icon of the sword. We can see the mech face. I didn't actually realize that this actually says King of Arthur, which is kind of cool. I found that off Mgo's video recently, because I was like, oh, I need to watch his review of stuff. So first. And eventually I'll probably get up like subtitles and stuff for these. So we will do a henshin with this, and I'll use it in the other ones, the other devices, so you sort of know what sound we get. But we'll set that aside and bring in our giant friend here. Yes, I'll try and do a comparison, like, and attach it to the video, because currently all three mechs behind the iPad camera are propping up the iPad camera because it doesn't fully go straight. So this is the King of Arthur in his mech form. He's rather big. He's quite a large mech, bigger than my head. He has the mech form and the sword form. So let's have a look at the mech form currently. He's in his I'm holding a sword pose. It's kind of flimsy, especially the sword hand, like the handle for the sword and stuff like that. It's kind of flimsy. So currently, as you can see, he's holding it with both hands. If you hold down this, like that, and with a bit of a pull, because it's a bit tight, pull, 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 pull. There we go. You hear it. Don't worry, it's not broken. And we want to detach the sword from the body. So to do this, we press this button and then pull forward. It's a little bit stiff. It's not used to being used. There we go. Phrasing. So the sword is detached. So now we can remove the hand from the sword and bring it up like this. As you can see, sort of, you can do the stereotypical, I am holding a sword in front of my face. I cannot be seen. I am invisible. That sort of stuff. As you can see, joints here. Looking at the buttons in a minute. So the sword does feel like the turning is like very flimsy. I found it to be flimsy when I was trying to figure out how to make it work. So you can hold it like that. I'm holding in my scabbard weapon. It's got a good amount of clicks to it. I will admit it's a clicky device, especially compared to Breaking Mammoth. Breaking Mammoth is like just plastic. It's like a block of plastic basically. Compared to the Lupin and Power Ranger mechas from Sentai, they are quite good. They got some clicks and very meaty in terms of their design. Do I have any other mechs? I just realized that. Do I have any other mechs? No, I do not. I have non-Sentai and non-Kamen Rider mechs. So, anyway, let's continue. So, it's a little bit of a pain to sort of do like orientation and stuff with him, because like this hand is sort of like fixed because it's a claw. And this one, obviously, you can't take the sword away, so it's, again, very difficult. Also, the head movements happen even when I'm like this. I'm like this, I'm still doing my head movements, even if they're in my head. So yeah, the head, speaking of heads, it turns, you can look out that way, you can look that way, you can look that way, you can look that way. Ooh, what's over there? Ooh, stuff. So, feet, more or less, solid base. This one does turn. It has a reason to turn, which I'll show you shortly. So let's set that back there. Now, on the back, let's look to the back. You can see we have 4 buttons. We have 1 button here, we have 1 button here, here, and here. This one is the trigger for the sword form, which we'll look at shortly. We have to reset it to the holding the piece there. This one is, it actually unclips the front a little bit. This one corrects the rotation because this rotates, and this one makes sound. So now I recognize that voice, and I'm trying to remember. It sounds like either from Sentai or from a previous Kamen Rider, and I think it might be from the previous Kamen Rider, mainly. I'm thinking Zeo. It sounds like Zeo's. I've realised we're currently at 10 minutes. Wow. I'm trying not to make these long, but so let's turn him into a sword. Let's turn him into a sword. After I press one more button, this button again. So that's the mech form. King of Arthur one is the sword form, I believe. I sort of like glanced over the video, like the episode. It's like, oh, the mech's here. Okay, let's go. The mechs, much like the bikes, because it's Kamen Rider, and a lot of it is like meant to be on bikes, and a lot of the series recently have not actually had the bike be prevalent in the series, which is really, really annoying. So, let's turn him into a sword. So first, let's bring him back. So we turn the arm that way. No, we don't. Yes, we do. So bring that in. Bring this one. Which way are we? Which way are we going? That way. There we are. Okay, sometimes it's very difficult to tell. So I want to connecting like so. I say like so, and I fail miserably straight away. And then once the hands are connected, we want to connect here. So let's find the connection. There we go. Pops in with a nice satisfying click. So he's now ready. We now push the head back and we turn it. Either way is good. We can turn it that way, we can turn it that way. Both okay. So we have a sword point. Now, we're going to press this back button, and then we want to turn. Let's see, where's the turning? Is it turning? This is where, like, if I fail miserably, I believe that might be it. Yes. Button, 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 button. Who's got the button? Yep, that is actually wrong. It's a little bit tricky to get. Ah, there we go. There we go. We finally got there. So now, sword form. And then we turn this. So that's sort of like the guard. And we have the sword. Basically the sword done. So, press the trigger once. Check-in! Which is general slash noise. But if we rapid fire. Again, very loud. There we go. Sort of more sword-like. So that's that. Like, the whole design of the King of Arthur mech is really nice. I do kind of like it. It's solid. Like, reminds me a lot of the other weapons that we had for Zella 1, which we'll look at in another video. It's, like I said, really solid and just really kind of cool, and you kind of weirdly stand it up like this, which is kind of stupid. So now that we've done that, let's go over to the henshin area, and I'll do this with Brave Dragon and a few of the other riders. So let's go. Okay, and we're back. So sadly, your face. So first we need to sit on the sword, which I forgot to do. And we'll set the flame, which is good. So first, let's do a normal blades. Not blades. Why do I do that? I keep saying the wrong one. I'm used to saying blades. Brave Dragon Saber henshin. Henshin! There we go. So I should actually get one more thing. Reach up, because we kind of do need that for just the outcome of it all. So, next, force it open. Again, slightly loose. Okay, to the in camera. This one goes in the end slot. Henshin! Kind of cool. So let's do an attack. Explosions galore. And one more. Kind of cool. So this next one, I'm not going to be wearing a belt for. I'm going to just use the Jack Blade. So I'm going to keep the belt on for this one because it's easier. So first, so we got that. So let's take off this. I like doing that. So you can see, even though it registers the Arthur book, it still transforms into Jack the Dragon. And yes, I really do enjoy doing stuff like that. It's kind of silly because if you give us a button at the bottom of the sword, I'm going to use it like that. So let's do an attack. So to do the attack, you hold it against the scanner until the second sound. Lots of explosions. So let's move on to the next one, which will be Buster. We'll do Buster, Kenzan, Slash. Okay, see you in a second. Okay, and we're back. So, Buster's sword. Again, I love this sword. It's so cool. It's such a big weapon. It's fantastically fun. Slashing and stuff like that. So, if I get really, really excited and just talk about this weapon all day, there we go. Takes a little while to get used to it, playing that. Henshin. And as I just realized, I didn't actually show it earlier. That is the King of Arthur second page. It's quite nice. With the armor, the arm, the shoulder pad, and then the sword itself. So as you can see, this, no change. Same same henshin sounds, same henshin lines, much like the Ankoku Ken Kudayami. So let's do this and do an attack, shall we? So like I said in the previous video, to do the attack you put it here. So like this. And correct way to do it? Yes, that is correct. And that's that. So on to, really like doing these sort of weird videos. So transitions, who'd have thought? So once again, press the button. There we go. Didn't want to work. I don't like looking at it. It's like, you know, there. And I'm just trying to like not smack my head on the wall. So let's set into the book. We'll just do a normal trigger henshin. Or not, as the case might be. Because this sword is bust. There we go. Try again. Henshin. So as you can see, again, no change at all. And I'm going to probably leave, you probably have seen the blooper there. Why? Because live recordings. So let's do the attack. Again, let's try and do the attack this time because it doesn't seem to work half the time. So again, setting into here. Let's see, there we go. See, no real difference. And finally, let's move on to Slash, who has the best henshin jingle ever. So, and we're back. Okay, so I'm gonna kind of try, like, do this like Slash because his is such a cool little henshin. So, last one. Sorry. It's probably like the longest possible. And the attack. And that's it, folks. So, obviously, when used in the show, the specific rider will get some armor of that form. So, that's kind of cool. It's really nice, I suppose. But, like, the main thing is the mech. The mech is quite cool. And also, I just remembered, there is one more thing I need to show you. So, folks, I was going to try and show you the attack sound with this. It's being stubborn. Basically, you put it in here, it will do the sound, it will do an attack, and you can go from there. So apologies for that. I was sort of excited, and then I was stood here for like 20 minutes, like 2 minutes, trying to make it work, and it wasn't working, so I apologize. So that was the WonderRide book for King of Arthur. I'll try and do some other videos like this, and like just looking at the WonderRide books and the sounds they make. The majority of them will not make sounds in any other driver other than the Saber driver. And obviously when we get the movie one, that'll be interesting to see what sounds that plays. So that has been it for me as a Kamen gentleman. Next video we'll look at my polarized key collection, because I have a lot. We'll probably do like the Z01 driver, the Fossilizer, the 1000 driver, the shot riser, that sort of thing, because that'll be kind of fun to do. So I'm going to set that up there, and we're going to set this guy up here as well. We're going to put the sword up here. Sword. There we go. Bye bye sword. So folks, thank you very much for watching. I'm going to crouch down so you can actually see me a little bit more. Thank you very much for watching. If you want to see this more, let me know. I'm just trying something different tonight, because let's do it in bedding. I apologize. As I'm trying to keep it balanced, there might be changes to the layout over the coming months. Just so you know, there might be like a point where I stop doing videos for like a week or two, because I am looking to eventually move and get a little bit better place and a better setup for doing videos, and hopefully actually recording some gameplay, because I finished Kamen Rider Memory of Heroes and I kind of want to show you guys that sort of stuff, because I know there's a lot of videos out there already, but I want to give you my impressions of it and my overall thoughts. So thank you very much for watching, folks, and I will see you guys in the next video. Remember, sayonara and fight on. Always wear a mask. So take care, folks. Bye bye for now.